time we allow ourselves to believe that there is an objective reality that we are experiencing. And language often adds to this kind of illusion, because we talk about objects and relationships with objects. And so we have this idea that we're interacting with an objective world. However, if you pay attention to what's actually going on, like right now, you could just observe right now and notice that right now, what you're actually experiencing is entirely subjective. What you're actually experiencing is happening very intimately through your senses. So you could try and see right now if you can find anything that's happening outside of your senses. And if you find something, then my question to you would be, how do you know about that? You see how that works? Everything that you know through your senses. And even the things that you would call the past, memories and so-called facts that you're drawing upon as evidence for how things are and how you know what things are, all of that is also presently experienced through your senses. So just want to take a moment to make sure that that's clear. So notice right now, presumably, you're looking at a screen and you're hearing my voice, right? And so the conditioning for most of us is to think, I'm sitting here and the screen is over there, and then there's Joey on the screen, but he's really somewhere else, and his voice is being transmitted somehow magically through the technology, and then it's coming to my ears and I'm hearing it. And so we think, I'm experiencing this thing that's objective, that's out there. Well, how do you actually know about that? What is the actual experience? The actual experience, well, let's try this out. If you're courageous and you're not presently driving or something like that, and it's safe for you to close the eyes, you could try closing your eyes. So now you're still hearing my voice, supposedly. With your eyes closed, where is that voice actually being heard? Where is the actual hearing happening? Not just the sound of my voice, but any hearing that might be taking place right now. So there are other sounds that you might be hearing. And if you just pay attention to what the actual experience is the hearing happening at a distance from you? Is the hearing happening outside of you? And then you could also explore in a similar way with sensation. So by sensation, I should clarify the feeling, like tactile sense. And so you have certain feelings that you're experiencing, and you could just notice whether those are happening outside of you or if they're happening actually inside of you. So your mind might tell you that those sensations are evidence of something that's outside of you. Like you might experience some sensations that your mind tells you are evidence that you're sitting on something, if you are sitting on something, that is, right? And so your mind might say that those sensations mean a chair. The sensations mean something outside of me. But notice that the sensations are actually experienced inside of you, not outside of you. And then if your eyes are still closed, I invite you to slowly open them. And the reason to slowly open them is just so that you're not shocked by all of that information, and just start to take it in really, really slowly, and notice, if you pay attention closely, where is all of that actually experienced? It's actually happening here. It's not happening out there. It's just a trick of the mind and language that says it's happening out there. But the actual direct experience is that it's happening right here. Or put another way, can you actually find a separation between what you perceive as out there and the perceiving that's happening right here? Furthermore, can you find a separation between you, the perceiver, and the act of perceiving? Is there any division to be found? Can you find that space between those things? And if you're like most of us, you can't, because I'm pretty sure it doesn't exist. So that's what I'm talking about when I'm saying that you experience everything subjectively. So the mind is conditioned to imagine things, that there's an interaction with an objective reality. But the only evidence for that interaction with an objective reality is subjective sensing.